Today we're going to unbox and review the Monster X figure from SH Monsterarts from Godzilla Final Wars. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be updated when new content comes out. So this kaiju appeared in Godzilla Final Wars, and it turned out that Monster X is an early form of Keizer Ghidorah. Let's take a look at the box. So the front shows this very nice picture of Monster X. This is the top of the box. This is the side of the box. This is the other side of the box. This is the back of the box, and it shows the various poses you can do with Monster X, and you see him also in action against Godzilla. Let's check it out. Here he is, and you don't get a lot of accessories. You only get the figure, Monster X, and extra hands. Here's Monster X. He looks nice, and he has this very nice bony kind of texture. Get some nice details on the body, also the head, and some details too on the other heads. So he has this bony kind of armor. Well, it kind of reminds me of Doomsday, the enemy of Superman. This is the tail. Okay. So it has some joints here, so you can have some poses with the tail. This is the back. So it looks like the start of the wings eventually for Keizer Ghidorah. Now when it comes to the articulation, the neck moves, but there's not a lot of range. It's because of the design of the head. So up, down, right, left. Now with the shoulders, you can move the arms, but the movement will be limited by the design. So these protruding parts will block the movement. See that? You get some movement when it comes to the elbow. Okay, elbow. And the wrist. Torso. So you can have him do the ab crunch. Little side to side, left right movement. Legs, knee, ankle. Split. So this is the angle you can achieve when it comes to the split. Okay. Now you don't get a lot of accessories. You only get spare hands which you can attach. For example, this one, you have another set of hands, but well, they look the same almost. Here is Monster X side by side with the very first release of SH Monsterarts, Godzilla. So he's a little taller, and in a way he scales well with this figure, because of course we always want the enemy of Godzilla to have some sort of advantage. In this case, it's going to be height. Here he is with the Gundam Death Size from the Gundam Universe line of Bandai for size comparison. Monster X is as bare as you can get from the SH Monsterarts line. You only get 2 extra hands as accessory, which is kind of disappointing. Bandai should at least include some power effects or buildings to make the purchase worthwhile. The figure has a decent sculpt, especially when it comes to the head, but the feel of the figure is kind of cheap. The plastic use feels like the one used for cheap baby toys. The articulation is kind of disappointing since Monster X is a little humanoid in terms of structure, so one would expect a lot of poses available, but the shoulders are not designed well and limits movement. This is not something photographers will use for dynamic pictures. The figure also isn't steady and tends to fall down easily without the tail support. This figure lacks playability. The price at a little over $100 is also kind of expensive considering what you get. I expect this item to be on sale soon. Should you get it? Only if you are a hardcore Godzilla completist. Otherwise, easy pass.
This has been Kulas for Kulas Reviews. Thank you for watching. Keep on playing.